Introducing Kurt Weinrich.
We head off to our next matchup of the evening, and Kurt Weinrich making his way to the cage, set to battle it out against Robbie Blue. And Robbie Blue is going to be fighting out of the red corner. Would have been cool if he came out blue corner, you know.
You know what? We're going to have to put that on someone in the back. Someone in the back should have been like, you know what? We need him in the blue corner.
Yeah, because his last name's Blue. Hey, it would have made the graphics a little easier to make that, you know?
Well, it really helps with the name. Yeah. Everyone knows how hard it is. Then the heat of the scramble, and you're like, oh, wait,
yeah.
Blue.
Blue. What up, whatever.
But now, you know what? Because I'm dyslexic, I can just be like, man, Blue. It's going to work really well for me.
Thanks for confusing me. I appreciate that.
We're looking at Kurt right now. He's composed. He's breathing regularly. You can see him relaxed, concentrated. Visualization is so important. You notice how his eyes are shut, and he just, as you're getting applied Vaseline, you're sitting there. You shouldn't be thinking of, you know, did I take the garbage out? Is it trash day? You're definitely thinking of which way I'm going to circle your game plan and everything like that.
Here is Robbie Blue.
And just like Dean Stone said, Robbie Blue making his way out to the cage. And if you hear that rap music in the background, that is our good old buddy Herb Dean's brother. Not Herb Dean, but it's his brother rapping. So very cool. Very happy to bring his music in.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I lack the talent to ever do something like this, guys. That's why I fight, is because I have insecurities and people hurt everything in me. So that's why I'm a fighter. You wondering, why do you want to be a fighter? I'm insecure.
That's weird. Insecure to a fighter. I mean, you got to be secure fighting.
Have you ever carried? You had to carry on.
Of course.
So, I mean,
my dad invented that machine.
First time I ever carried a beat, I was with Rich Franklin here in Japan doing the US Navy tour, and he's like, let's go karaoke. You know, I'm like, no, man, that's weak sauce. I felt it. And it's so awesome.
Britney Spears doing Eddie Stevenson, nice. Priceless.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Gold Country Casino and Hotel, Oroville, California, King of the Cage and Lucas Oil present this 3-round bout in the bantamweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Cecil Peoples. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight in even 146 pounds. He represents Standalone MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chico, California, presenting Kurt Weinrich. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Lucas Oil red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight, 148.2 pounds. He represents Phil Torres Jiu-Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen, from Modesto, California, presenting Robbie Blue. Once again, your referee in charge, Cecil Peoples, for final instructions. 3 rounds of bantamweight action scheduled.
All right, guys, we have a fair fight. Remember, this is amateur. There ain't no evidence. We're going to touch those. It's good now. Thank you.
Cecil Peoples, our rep for this matchup, and what I love about Cecil is the Cecil slice. You gotta hand it to him, man. That is patented, and I tried to do it one time. He says, I'm gonna take you to court, and I said, what, the People's Court? Awesome.
That was a good one.
He did not like that, though.
Oh.
Ooh,
that was a quick one. He must have. Now, we see the hands elevated, leading off with the kicks. I'm not a fan, but you both got to get a filling out process right now. You want to see what he's going to bring to the table and how he takes what you're going to get.
Weinrich just circling around here, and Bobby Blue taking center cage. And
for amateurs, both of these fighters look pretty composed.
Yeah, the demeanor of them, very calm. taking their time.
Sign normally have a good cap. I mean, looking right there at Blue trying to do the spinning back kick, it wasn't like he was doing it freakishly. That was a good spinning back kick.
Yeah.
That if Kurt happened to be circling the other way, he answers back. That happens a lot of time in fighting. Like if one guy does a fancy move, I want to do the fancy move back to him. Oh yeah.
Love that, yeah.
It's like when I tell my fighters to knee stop.
That is competition at its finest right there. Like, okay, you want to do a karate kick? Then I'll do one too.
Yeah. Look, no one wants to get upstage. They both tried to. What if they would have both been knocked out like Rocky with a front push kick like that?
These guys are really just getting in there. The feel-out process is done, and they're just trying to, like, seriously find that niche and end this fight.
Yeah, like, because no one wants to be the guy that gets caught. They want to be the dude that gives all the cotton.
You can tell Robbie Blue had to shake that off just a bit.
Well, I didn't like how he spun completely around, exposing his back to his opponent with his hands down.
And he's taunting him right now, but kind of lure him in there, Joe.
Well, that's a good plan. I'm not that guy, though. I don't taunt.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, let's do it. Oh, good sprawl. And it looks like, I think maybe Blue is trying to lure him in to overcommit, to really exploit that takedown by the looks of it right now. Yeah, my thighs, you hear all that smacking. We're not adding those sound effects.
Yeah, I love Weinrich. He's mixing it up, the combinations, not just throwing straight punches, but really keeping Blue guessing here.
And Blue is unorthodox, even though he's out of the red. Oh, nice. There he goes. He looks for the single. He's going to elevate it.
Weinrich bust out of that.
You know, Kurt looks good. He looks composed. He didn't over-exaggerate anything right there. Like, he literally did exactly what he needed to do.
And like you said, Blue is just looking for Weinrich to overcommit here.
I don't know if I'm judging this round right now. Weinrich is doing a great job. He's controlling.
But Blue takes it to the ground, ends up, Weinrich will end up in the guard here. So we'll see what he can do from this position. And of course, Blue is doing a good job of closing the gap here as he works that little high rubber guard there.
Yeah, I don't know. Rubber guard tends to get you punched in the positions. But earlier in the round, like right now, round one, we're kind of both dry. Great time to apply it. Slipperier later, kind of more difficult.
You know, it's these kind of matchups that the rounds go so quick, Joe, and that just means that these guys stay busy the entire time because I lost track of time, and these guys are just throwing some nice flashy kicks, and the fans like that too. They benefit from that as well.
Well, certain fights you kind of don't need a clock right there because it's just a good fight. And as you can see here, you have an exchange trying to catch the kick, come in with a big hand with Blue this whole time. He's just waiting for one big shot to get his takedown. He ended up having to go to his back. There was a time, actually, earlier where they both led with front push kicks, which was amazing. These guys aren't intimidated by each other. They're not scared. They're both trying to do damage right now. This is turning out to be the fight that pays for the mission. The price of the ticket right here.
How frustrating is it for a fighter when, okay, you know, you're getting dominated from the stand-up, and then all of a sudden you're getting dominated on the ground. I mean, there's just like that fine line of like, oh, what do I do?
Okay, so when that happens, you need to tell your fighter, you know what, game time's out the window. You got to jump submission. If you can't take the guy down, and you don't have better hands, and you need to get it to the ground, you got to jump submission. So I have my fighters practice this. Look at this. Both of these fighters know that first round was close.
Weinrich with a nice outside leg kick.
Gotta be careful there. Blue's gotta be careful dropping his hands. All it takes is one punch. These are 3-ounce gloves. I mean, some boxers be like, oh yeah, those MMA guys can't take a punch. No, this is 3 ounces. Less displacement means when you have a smaller surface area and you get contact with like 1,000 pounds, 800 pounds, you're going to sleep.
Now, don't get me wrong, boxing gloves could hurt, but they've got a lot more cushion.
But it helps you absorb the blow so that you can continue to fight. Helps for the cuts. Oh, look at this exchange here. Kurt really finding himself right now, coming from top and bottom there with his combinations, not forgetting to knee. But it looks like Blue has gotten it back to the ground.
Blue got rocked a bit there, and Weinrich will get back into his world as they get back on their feet.
Now, instantly leading with that knee says that he's trying to make a statement. If right now, just back up either A, throw the legs and do some big shots, try to get Cecil to step in here in a minute and a half, or B, take a step back, tell your opponent to stand up.
Yeah, you know, he's really delivering some shots.
Yeah, these are big shots. See, look at this. This is beautiful. Right now, in your head, if you're Robbie, you're freaking out. You don't have an answer. And it's nervous.
And Weinrich is really doing a good job of keeping it on the feet. You can tell every time he gets taken down, he's just like, I want to be back on my feet. I can handle it from here.
Well, the first round was kind of close, but it seems that Robbie is kind of fading as far as cardio goes. And it's really allowing Kurt to open up here.
Only 1 minute remains here in round number 2, and so far, Weinrich is doing a great job, really putting on a stand-up clinic here. And Robbie Blue is constantly trying to take it to the ground, but once it gets there, Weinrich is able to break free and get back up on his feet.
Robbie has a good half guard right now. You see how the outside leg is hooked. He's got the underhook. Not much is stopping Robbie from turning in and grabbing a single leg, except for trying to apply butterfly guard technique. Now he's getting punched for it. Step back. Nice. Cecil likes to see it start on its feet. I love it. He's stalking. Notice the body shot going low and then coming back up high. Not jamming his punches and giving Robbie a chance to grapple him. He's keeping his distance.
And you can see that Blue is just getting a little bit tired as these rounds progress here. And Weinrich is looking fresher of the two so far. But obviously, we know this game of MMA, things can change when we enter round 3.
Round 3 is coming up. Robbie may just snap, maybe in his head, that song, I'm blue, da-da-dee, goes off in his head, and he just goes out and destroys it. You know, like,
What's my favorite song?
it's one of my favorite songs, and I got to say that. So, look at this, guys. Look at this exchange. Right away, from the very beginning, they just started, they figured the first round was too close. Robbie getting as close as possible to a takedown right there as he has yet in the night. I'm really interested to see if this goes to the ground and Robbie's on top, what happens. Because, I mean, he's forcing the issue so much. Look at this. Great technique. Going high, going low, stuffing the head, shoving it down, never giving Robbie a chance to really engage the grappling and landing on top.
He'll throw a couple combinations with the right and the left and then follow up with the knee, and it's just keeping Blue guessing the entire time, not knowing what shot is coming next. So a great job done by Weinrich, Robbie Blue's corner, I'm sure telling him, hey, we got to switch things up here.
And let's see if that song is playing. Who is that right?
I don't think it is. I think it's something from Anthrax, probably.
Anthrax.
No.
Dude, letting everyone know your age, Steven. What are you doing?
How do you know about Anthrax?
I had an older sister that was a Hesher.
Oh, sure. Sure, buddy, sure.
Look at this, guys. Robbie showing extreme fatigue, maybe trying to lure Kurt in with that big shot by keeping his hands down.
And Weinrich, pulls off a, what I like to call an Eve Edwards kind of move. We've seen him do that where he was put in this position and threw a flying knee and knocked his opponent out. So that was kind of interesting to see that.
Well, it seems to be an issue here. The time is still running, so it's a fight. That's a difference, too, in the amateur and pro division where as a pro would have just kept on going until the ref pulled him off. In the amateur division, you're kind of learning the sport. That was prime time to get the fight stopped there. Rolling underneath there, attacking the knee bar, seems to be a good tactic to recover guard when the opponent's passing. But right now, it's just getting in trouble. Robbie, you can't stay here. You gotta get up. You gotta not stay flat on your back. Get the angle, come up.
And they are quicker to stop these fights in the amateur division, more so than the pros, the professional division.
Nice body shot right there. And you see it just take Robbie right down. You guys, I'm not sure if you know, but if you raise your right hand and you touch underneath your right ribs, that's your liver. And so your left hand can deliver the liver. And what you just saw right there was a liver shot that clearly did damage. Your liver holds all the toxins, so when it takes that impact, it kind of is like a sponge and releases all the toxins instantly to your body. That's why you can't walk and you can't talk. I love to see a good liver shot. I know Boss Ruben, that was his favorite, was the liver kick. And I like to eat liver, actually. It doesn't even taste that bad.
It tastes like
Liver.
chalk. Meat that was like infused with chalk.
So you pretty much are calling me chopped liver. Actually, I was thinking.
No, I think you have more courage than I do. So I think that's a good thing, buddy.
Man, we're seeing, and we heard Cecil say no forearms. Forearms right there would drastically change the outcome of this fight. It would have been stopped. I really like how he pushes the action. You can't shoot in with your head down. You can't really, right now this is the part where you don't want to see. He finally gets a takedown, comes up on top, is able to do some damage. I mean, this is what I wanted to see the whole fight. I wanted to see Robbie on top because he was pushing so hard. I knew if he got on top, he wasn't going to waste it. Unfortunately, guys, we only got about 10 seconds of that.
Yeah, to show class between both fighters, they knew that they gave it their all, and obviously you could see the heavy hands being thrown by Weinrich.
Well, Weinrich did a great job not only throwing heavy hands, but not getting taken down. Robbie Blue there was drastically going for the takedown, and just here you see it getting him in trouble time and time again. It just allows Kurt to throw those huge, big shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of bantamweight action here in Oroville, California, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges at cage-side, Gary Shirley, Ignacio Cantu, and Brandon Littinger, scored this bout exactly the same way, 30-27, in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Kurt Weinrich.